Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is AINA binti Abu Bakar. Today, my friends and I will present challenge and reality about Muslim involvement and dominance market by non-Muslim. So this is our presenter, me, AINA, NABILAH, FARHANA, SULHA and SYUHADA. So this is our topic will be explained about Muslim involvement in dominance market by non-Muslim. For introduction, halal market has been recognized and acceptable all over the country, either in non-Muslim or Muslim countries. So what we can see now, halal products are very high demand even from non-Muslim countries such as hospitality, tourism, food, majority and others. Each country has their own authorized bodies who is responsible in ensuring the halal procedure, including application of halal to entrepreneur products, service, tourism and hospitality. To establish and implement of halal in the non-Muslim population of non-Muslim country will take time and facing various challenges through it. This is involvement of halal market by non-Muslim and non-Muslim countries. So here we state 3 examples of non-Muslim countries. First, France, London and Korea. First is France. France has the largest population of non-Muslim in Europe, some 6 million. France is clearly worried about the cultural loyalties of its Muslim and what that may mean for the future. The lower house of parliament voted overwhelmingly this summer to ban the wearing of hijabs, and the Senate is expected to take up and handle this issue. This expansion of halal has also started protests, with some government officials denouncing it as spreading sectarianism and inviting discriminations against non-Muslim. This is halal shop that we can go at Paris. The name is Halal Shop. Halal Shop is only halal retailer which seek to build bridges between two classic cultures. Halal Shop is halal only supermarket sitting on the fringes of Paris. Halal Shop is have stocking over 1,500 types of halal product. The second one is a pastry Lebanese, less delicious the Orient. This is halal food store at Lebanese. This store is more complete from Halal Shop. The location is at central city of France, so this is very easy for you to find this store. So anyone who want to come to Paris does not have to worry about getting halal food stock in Paris. The second country is London. London has been a popular destination from then until now. In fact, Malaysian people also love and like to travel here. London is a leading global city of excellence of arts, commerce, education, entertainment, fashion, finance, health, media, professional service, research and development, tourism and transportation. If you come to London, you must try Tuktin restaurant and Makan Cafe. Tuktin restaurant is provide a French cuisine such as ayam masak merah, kitiao and more. Makan Cafe also provide a delicious breakfast style such as nasi lemak or English breakfast. The last country is Korea. As we know, Korea is a famous country in the tourism center. I believe some of you already come to Korea and plan to come to Korea. In South Korea, Islam is a small minority religion. Nowadays, Korea produces of a lot of halal products such as food and cosmetic brand. What we can see here, Korea is famous with cosmetic and skincare product. So this is example of Korea halal and safe cosmetic. The first is J-Skin. J-Skin is free of harmful substances. Korean skincare product from the Thailand cosmetic. What the important? J-Skin is obtained of halal certificate from Jakim, Malaysia in 2014. The second is FORHANA. This skincare is from organic ingredients. The process is from organic ingredients that are safe to use of pregnant and breastfeeding. This skincare is famous among Indonesia Muslim women. The last example of Korea product is Innisfree. This is used natural ingredients, especially from Jeju Island. The small island is in South Korea provide organic ingredients such as orange juice, green tea, and other things. So what is important here? We must to use a product or cosmetic who have a certificate from Jakim.
My name is Nabilah binti RAZAK, and I would like to explain the sectors of dominance market by the non-Muslim country. The first sector is pharmaceutical. It is located in Singapore. For your information, pharmaceutical in Singapore regulated by Health Sciences Authority (HSA) and the Health Product Act 2007. It is leading position of Singapore pharmaceutical industry in medical innovation and production. It is also contributed to the Singaporean government authorities as they provide large investment in its research and development capabilities. Furthermore, the well-developed infrastructure and distribution network lead to the strong intellectual property laws with good regulatory environment and active government support of the biomedical industry. And the last one is Singapore as the first choice to manufacture pharmaceuticals, expand or sell their products in the Asian market. The second sector is finance, which is located in Australia. Australia is a non-Muslim country with total population of 25 million with Muslim minority of 600,000. There is a bank with Amanah Islamic Finance that regulated all the finance in Australia. They work closely with the Australian Regulators and Taxation Office for a private ruling system to ensure that Sharia compliance was consistent with Australian tax laws and had no adverse tax consequences. The third sector is food and beverages located in China. The growth rate of halal food industry in China is keeping a constant rate of 10% each year, and in year 2006, the trade amount of halal food in China was over 2.1 billion USD. It is estimated of 17 billion of halal food sector in 2015. Seeing slated to grow 6.4% per year and reach 19.4 billion by 2020. Malaysia and other Southeast Asian countries have been enhancing their cooperation with China in various fields such as agriculture, manufacturing, fisheries, and infrastructure. There are many prospects in the expansion of local halal food industry to the China market, making it a jump start for local halal SME food companies. Next, the sector of travel and tourism. Do you ever know that Japan is having a good expanding of halal market? In conjunction with the Tokyo 2020 Olympic Games, Japanese excellence in technology and innovation bring Japanese halal market with the main objective to place Japan as a new benchmark in the global halal expansion program. The implementation of Halal Square and Halal Insight applications to obtain complete solutions on listing, tracking, advertising, authentication, and communication for halal certified premises, products, and services to encourage industries in Japan to obtain halal certification for their products and services. The liberalizing the halal certification process for products and services in Japan with direct access to the Halal Hub division in Jakim will shorten the approval time in the most efficient and effective way. This could enhance the demanding of halal market in Japan. The next sector is cosmetic, which is located in USA. Do you ever know that Amara Halal Cosmetic is the first ever certified halal makeup brand in North America? All products are produced in the United States and it is serving the halal-based makeup aspirant since 2011. There are no haram ingredients in its products to let your skin experience some different touches. They also guarantee that 100% assurance of halal, paraben-free, gluten-free, and organic products. In addition, Islam is the third largest religion in the United States after Christianity and Judaism. A 2017 study estimated that 3.45 million Muslims were living in the United States, about 1.1% of the total US population. The last sector is hospitality according to Russia country. In Russia, hotels that are catered for Muslims are quite limited, but more than 20 million Muslims visit the country every year. Russian hotels turn to Muslim guests to boost profit as they know they are having a high demand from Muslim travelers. Aerostar Hotel reported that around 70% of their guests are international and 13% of them are from Muslim countries, especially Iran. Lot of their Muslim clients ask them to separate room where they can meditate and pray, and a special menu for them because of their strict diet. Realizing the demand of halal and travel tourism, Russia made a changes to fulfill the need and wants of Muslim travelers.
I am SULHA binti Abdullah FAHMI. Alright, next, halal foreign certification bodies. It is important for us to knowing these bodies in order to ensure the halal status of the products, especially imported products. Recognition of Foreign Halal Certification Bodies, FHCB. What is FHCB? FHCB is the bodies that represent JAKIM to monitor or verify the halal status of the sources or products from the foreign country. The recognition based on the capability of the bodies comply with Malaysian procedure and guideline. Why the need of FHCB? Department of Islamic Development Malaysia, JAKIM, is an agency that responsible for the Islamic affairs including halal certification in Malaysia. JAKIM plays important role to protect Muslim consumer in Malaysia, and it is always been JAKIM's responsibility to assure them to seek for halal products as urged by Sharia. JAKIM also need to ascertain the halal status of the product at every stage and process involved by carrying out an official site inspection before issuing halal certification to the products. This is the reason why FHCB is important to JAKIM and need to be known by the consumer. Period time of recognition. The validity of the bodies recognized as FHCB is 2 years. Then the bodies will be inspected to renew the inspection. Total of FHCB globally. There are 84 number of certification bodies in the world that involve 46 countries. Here I will showing some of the certification bodies from some of the countries that involved. 7 certification bodies was recognized in Australia. Here them that is Australian Halal Authority and Advisor AHAA. Trusted by Australian companies and Muslim countries since 2009. AHAA serves halal certification for industry of meat, dairy, raw material, processed food, flavors, pharmaceutical and bakery. AHAA also provide other services related to halal productions, halal endorsement, halal consulting service, halal promotion publicity, halal training and education, halal research and data bank,
halal slaughterman, transport service, and halal supervisor or inspector. Second is Halal Certification Authority Australia. This authority was founded in 1993 and it's one of the members founder World Halal Food Council and World Halal Council. This authority was established to manufacturers gain a large slice of the lucrative halal food market. Their aims to be the most reliable, credible and professional certifier of food. Third one is Islamic Association of Catering. This association do not issue that halal certificates, but this association take an action on reviewing and rating the outlet that promote themselves as halal certificate outlet. This association will ensure that the outlet take a single steps procedure as halal certificate and confirming the status of that certificate. This association also provide the information to customers as an access for them to know about the certificate by issuing by provider. There are 6 halal bodies recognized on China. 3 of them are Shandong Halal Certification Service, China Islamic Association and ARA Halal Certification Service Center Inc. Shandong Halal Certification Service is an independent halal certification body in China. It was accredited by Gulf Cooperation Council GCC. This body also recognized by JAKIM Malaysia, MUIS Singapura, ISMA of UAE and halal certification bodies worldwide. China Islamic Association is the national organization of Chinese Muslims. It's mainly engaged in collecting and collating Islamic books, records and cultural relics, researching history and creeds, and organizing pilgrimages to Mecca. It also publishes magazine and also research on Islamic history and doctrine, recommendation on Islamic classic, and discussion about the implementation of the government policy. ARA Halal Certification Service Center Inc. is recognized for its certification bodies in China, including Macau and Hong Kong region since 30 January 2014 by JAKIM. ARA contains Sharia expertise and technical expertise that has wide experience and knowledge about halal. ARA Halal Certification Service Center Inc. stresses about Malaysia's standard, especially MS 1050-2009, and also create an opportunity and platform for manufacturers to expand the market. Last is India. India has 3 halal bodies that recognize that is Halal India Private, Jamiatul Ulama Halal Foundation, and Jamiatul Ulama Al-Hind Halal Trust. Halal India Private is one of the foreign certification bodies. Its vision is to spur Indian and international industry and serve permitted food, drug and cosmetic products, and to provide halal-friendly environment to global community by facilitating the access to quality halal certified product or environment. Its mission to educate people around the world to choose and use only halal certified product through constant promotional. These bodies issue the halal certification and also provide the halal guidelines. Jamiat Ulama Halal Foundation was established since 1990 to direct, review, supervise and issue halal compliance certification and promotes halal products in strict compliance with Islamic Sharia rules and principles. The objective is to provide the assurance of genuine halal product through deployment of inspectors to inspect, regulate, monitor, supervise, and label halal consumable from their sources to consumers. Their mission is to promote halal concept and halal food, a quiet, pure, and nutrition for human health. Halal Trust is non-government organisation that runs by Jamaatul Ulama India. It provides halal certification to the halal compliance, restaurants, hotel, hospital, processed food, manufacturing unit, slaughterhouse, and other related service. Its mission to make industries, consumer, and stakeholder realize the importance of halal.
Next is 5.4, Dominance of Halal Market by Non-Muslims. My name is FARHANA binti SAHAT, and I'm going to explain the factors affecting the non-Muslims' dominancy in halal markets. There are three factors. The first one is emergence of halal markets and players. As we all know, halal markets is not only popular among the Muslims, but the non-Muslims also, they started to have an interest in halal markets. The market is said to increase with 20% per year with $560 billion and total estimation value profit of $2.3 trillion. The market is not only limited to products such as medicines, cosmetics, toiletry products, but also it has also broadened its field to other service sectors, like what have been taught in the previous slide. For example, food and beverages, fashion, logistics, travel, packaging, hospitality, and also media. According to a report by Halal Development Corporation, presented in Bio Malaysia and ASEAN Bioeconomic Conference 2015, several countries have started to emerge in the market globally. For example, the first country is United Arab Emirates. They are aiming to become the center of Islamic economy. And the next country is China. Their domestic halal economy has increased by 10% per year. Next is Thailand. They are aiming to be the largest producer of halal processed food, which is they want to become the kitchen of the world. And the next one is Japan. As we all know, Japan is supposed to have Olympic Tokyo 2020, but due to the COVID-19, they are postponing it to another year. So, because there are many among the athletes that came from the Muslim countries, so Japan they are targeting to improve in the halal industry sector. And then the next one is South Korea. They are also started to become interested in halal market because most of their tourists came from the Muslim countries. And then the last one is Brunei. They aim to become the Google for halal hub. So the next factor is Islam is the world's fastest growing religion. According to the Muslim population in the world, recent data shows that Muslim population have already represents 28.26% of the world population, which is about 2.18 billion. And by the year 2027, the millennials group, the young generations, they are set to be 2.8 billion of the world's population as core consumer force. And at the same time, the generation Y among the OIC countries will be reaching to 0.7 billion with an increasing average age of 28.2. Besides, Islam is projected to be the most popular religion by the year 2070, and the halal opportunity is high in countries like Indonesia, India, Pakistan, and Bangladesh, as these countries they account for 70% of Asia's 1 billion Muslims, and Indonesia's booming halal industry is worth $190 billion alone. The last factor is Muslim lifestyle offerings. As a Muslim, we tend to choose products and services that are Sharia compliant because we need to fulfill the needs of our religion. So these are the sectors that we can see the Muslims will have to be careful in choosing. For example, in healthcare products and pharmaceuticals. Now we are facing COVID-19, and there are no vaccine available to treat this virus. So Muslim countries such as Malaysia and Indonesia are participating to create the vaccine, and they are aiming to create a halal vaccine so that the Muslims can use it without feeling doubtful. And then the next one is the food and beverages sector, which they are the biggest sector in the industry, which occupy about 56% of the global Muslim spend across lifestyle sectors. Now we cannot only try the Malaysian cuisines, but we also can try another Asia's food, like for example Japanese food, Korean food. And then in the halal travels industry, now we can see that they have provided Muslim friendly tourism, and we can see like Japan Airlines, they have provided a halal meal for Muslims for flight from Kuala Lumpur to Tokyo. And then in the fashion industry also, the Muslims also tend to choose modest fashion, and we can see that there are varieties of fashion, like for example like athletic apparel, hijabs, jubas, and many more. And then the last one is we can see in the film industry, they produce films and documentaries with Islamic content that shows the Muslim culture, history, and also their lifestyle. And there are many new Islamic channels going on air, streaming of many Islamic programs. Like we can see in TV Al Hijrah, they are airing the program World Quran Hour, where they will invite many ustaz, experienced ustaz, to do a tadabbur of ayah, and this program is scheduled to be on air for about 2 years. And there are another example is program Jejak Rasul in TV3, which they shows the Muslim civilizations and also the seerah of the prophets. So these are the three factors that affecting the dominancy of non-Muslims in halal markets.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is SYUHADA AINA binti MUHAMED FIRDAUS, and now I will explain to all of you about the implication towards Muslim players. Implication toward Muslim players. What Muslim players need to do? First, Muslim players of the halal industry need to obtain a HACCP certificate immediately to enable them to export. Second, expand business networks, especially in distribution and marketing globally. Third, enhance the technology used in promotional and marketing activities, especially through e-commerce. Halal industry world. The majority of the largest exporters of halal food come from the non-Muslim country, including Brazil, where Islam is not the dominant religion in the country. If non-Muslim countries themselves can understand the laws and comply with the regulation of preparing the halal products, then it is not impossible for the manufacturers in Malaysia to understand and comply with it. Islamic countries are more listed under importing countries, which is a consumer, rather than the exporting countries, which is a suppliers. Halal industry is not only a specific industry for Muslim countries, but non-Muslim countries also participate in either supply or import halal food and products for their Muslim population. These are two export facts that I want to share to all of you. First, Brazil is the world's largest exporter of halal meat. Second one, 8 out of the 10 largest halal meat exporting countries in the world are the country that consists of the majority number of the non-Muslim population. Okay, next, as you can see here, everyone know Mufti Perlis, Datuk Dr. Muhammad Asri Zainul Abidin, or known by Dr. Mazhar, he said that we ourselves Muslim need to continue to support the Muslim products and services. This is because to ensure the growth and the stability of the economy. Economy can determine the ups and downs of the country. In fact, the effort to uphold the Islamic economy is the responsibility to the Muslim from all over the world. To summarize, halal market potential in the world is not limited to the Muslim countries only. The halal market is one of the growth future major contributors to the growth of one's economy. It is not surprising that the biggest halal food manufacturers and exporters are located in non-Muslim countries like United States, Brazil, Argentina, Australia, and China. Halal market is growing fast and has been increasing at an estimated 25% per year. This showing that halal foods is becoming a profitable business not only among Muslim but also in non-Muslim countries. That's all from us. Thank you for your interest and attention. Have a nice day. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.